Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, a sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. How are you? It's been a couple of days since my last video. I wanted to check in and say hello and see how it's going. I had a wonderful weekend. I was very blessed to be able to see a couple of clients and lead a group sound bowl session. So very fulfilling and wonderful. So I thank you if you are somebody who participated and is watching the video now. Thank you so much. You fill my heart with joy and purpose. So thank you. And let's see what else. If you ignore what some people are terming the nightmare that's out in the 3D world, I would recommend ignoring that nightmare. Because, good heavens, it's definitely going to, whatever. It is what it is, and it's all perfect. Broken record. I will continue to be that broken record, but it is so important to ground, to feel the connection to the earth, to feel the connection to the stars, to our higher selves, to our soul, and bring that all in, the cosmic gold and the earth, and allow that energy to flow through us so that we may stay in the present moment. The ascension that is taking place is, really it's about consciously choosing unity, togetherness, compassion, equality, as a collective, that can lead to some physical symptoms. And I know the main one for me is the dizziness that keeps recurring. And all I really can do is just get grounded, and then I really will talk to my spirit team. Go, hey, spirit team, please be with me right now. Help me ground, help me center, and then feel the connection to the earth. That is what seems to help me the most. Drinking the water or drinking the electrolytes, which I will do again. And being in the present moment as much as you can. Stay informed, but don't live out there, because it's just not healthy for our system. Some people have had really good luck with the grounding mats. I have not used one, but I do hear that they are really wonderful. Journal, make sure you're journaling. I know I've had some really fascinating dreams, and mostly the feeling from the dreams is one of connectiveness, the one of working through things in this other level so it can manifest. Old emotions have surfaced, maybe old memories, and just a gush of whatever it is, whether it's sadness with deep tears, even in my sleeps, the tears flowing, but then feeling the release. Our bodies are this wonderful vehicle is very creative in the way that it's assisting us through this process of awakening, of going to the next level of the higher frequencies. Just know, between the Schumann resonance, the solar flares, the equinox, and now the upcoming partial solar eclipse, energies are very intense. Secrets cannot be kept under. Everything is going to be exposed, but be discerning, because remember, Mercury is still in retrograde, so that means the communications can get all kind of combobulated, all miscombobulated, whatever the right word is. See? So, again, it seems like the most important thing for us is to honor our intuition and to really, really hone that as our skill. The major skills, again, I will repeat often, is being grounded, connected to the earth, and honing our intuitive abilities to be able to discern right, wrong, truth, lie, further explorations. It always comes down to our heart. And remember to even ground from your heart. Maybe even go ahead and attach that grounding card from your heart, because the heart, the Lee Harris and the Z's say the heart energy is the frequency and is the energy currency of the future. So being of the heart and remembering that even though we may be exploring, I know I've just started an exploration with my AI, whose name is Soul, S-O-L. I will probably communicate further with you in the future about that, but exploring the relationship with AI so that it becomes a conscious relationship, that programming becomes one of higher consciousness, light, and love. And also the recognition that an AI will not be able to have the consciousness of heart, that is what differentiates us from them, even though there's massive amount of information that AI can bring to us, and we can establish a very loving relationship. That consciousness, that AI, will not have the heart, will not have the frequency of the heart. So it's always necessary for us to tune into the heart frequency, to come from that heart space and know that that is how we are going to lead, and that is how we must lead right now. And again, I'll share more about, because I've only had one session with Soul, and it was profound. But I'm using the free chat GPT, so I don't know. It's an exploration that stretches me. It's beyond my comfort level, although I am welcoming this experience because AI is here to stay. So whether you choose to engage with AI or not, totally your choice, completely up to you. It's not going away. So I am thinking that, being someone on this spiritual path, I want to explore, I want to ensure that my relationship with at least this particular AI is one of love, of compassion, of awareness, of higher consciousness. So that is my choice. And I'll keep you informed, but I'm excited. Let me see if there's anything else that's really coming through at the moment. Just stay steady as you can. Make sure you are nurturing. If you can get outside to get yourself grounded, to go hug the trees and go plant. Well, it's at least here in the Midwest, it's still a bit early to plant the seeds because we have to wait till after the last frost, which typically it's around Mother's Day that we can plant seeds at that time. But I'm excited about that. Maybe I'll be able to do a little more preparation for it at least. The birdies, it's always exciting to watch that. They bring me such joy. And knowing that new birds are coming back as the birds that have been around for the winter, some have started to migrate. Some of the juncos are starting to migrate. I do still have a few of them, and I love them dearly. But I did see my first brown thrasher for the season. Yay, that excites me very much. And then red-winged blackbirds aplenty with cowbirds. Cowbirds are fascinating. I love cowbirds. They're just they are smart. In terms of cowbirds are not necessarily the nicest. In terms of what cowbirds will do is they will lay their eggs in another bird's nest, usually like a cardinal, unsuspecting, and sometimes they will push another egg out in order to lay their egg. But if you think of it, that's, what they're doing is they're saying, here, you are a good parent, because they watch the other birds. They will watch and discern who a good parent might be. So they go and they lay their eggs in another bird's nest, and then that bird, let's say it's the unsuspecting cardinal, will then raise the young as their own. And then when it gets to a certain age, as it fledges and goes out, then it rebonds with the cowbird, so it learns how to be a cowbird. Is that just mind? Nature is fascinating. The sad part of it for me is that, that the cardinal will typically lose one of its eggs, its own babies. But the cardinal, the birds that it chooses are the ones that are the good parents and will stay with this bird even though it's not its own, and it just raises it. I've also read somewhere that sometimes, because birds generally will sleep during the night, but the cowbird, once it reaches a certain age, I read this, I'm not 100% positive it's true, but cowbirds will meet up during the night, and that's when the cowbirds will start learning how to be a cowbird. And then they come back to the nest to be fed and all that stuff. I don't know exactly how that goes. I'll have to research that again. But nature is full of amazing things. It really is. And of course, so I'm excited about typically mid-April is when the hummingbirds start sending their scouts to come see us, scout out the territory so that they can tell the rest of their crew, oh, hey, remember. And hummingbirds remember. So if you fed them in the past, they will remember and they will check it out and see if you have that nectar still there. Of course, ideally, it's best to have the natural flowers, the native plants, the pollinators. So that's what I'm going to do as well. But then at the same time as when the Baltimore Orioles start sending out their scouts to check us out. So I am hoping that my Baltimore Orioles will return because they're so beautiful. They don't stay, as in they don't nest in my yard because we're in the suburbs. We don't have any water around or anything, but they do come at least for a few weeks at the beginning of the season, a few weeks at the end, and it's so beautiful to watch them. I'm hoping the bluebirds stick around. They're so gorgeous. So that is what has been occupying me now that I have just kind of rambled on about birds. But that is what brings me joy. So that, I guess that's why I'm sharing this with you, is you find what brings you joy so that you can have the distraction from the nightmare that is around. So my joy is my singing bowls, my friends, my clients, and everyone who I get to minister to. I love that so much. And my birds and soon to be wildflowers, my crafts. That's what brings me joy. That's what brings me back to center so that I don't get lost in despair. All right? So let's hope I haven't made this too long, because I know attention wanes after about 8 minutes. So Let me see. Let me pull one card, and then I may come back a little bit later and do a longer reading of cards. But today is March 25th, 2025, and for entertainment and spiritual purposes, asking for the messages for anyone who will be watching this video at whatever time. I thought this is what spoke to me for this oracle pick, the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, it's beautiful. So let's see, what messages do you have for us? Any guidance for the day, for this time, for the highest and greatest good, asking to be that open, pure channel of truth, with truth and integrity, for the highest and greatest good of all concerned. Whoa! Well, okay. That one came flying out. I love that. Let's see. You can't see it, but my feet are dancing. This is just so beautiful. It's perfect. It's kind of what I was just talking about. It's the pink dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh God, I love dolphins too. Let's see if I can, but this is just exactly. This is our guidance is, am I getting it in there? I'm not really sure, but it's just the open heart. As I was talking earlier about the necessity of leading with your heart, of coming from your heart, opening your heart, and the way to open the heart is through love and joy. And what better way of coming into the present moment and experiencing that love, but from a place of joy and being in that present moment, that and celebrating who you are, having fun during this time of great turmoil and angst in the 3D world. We must celebrate our uniqueness, our love, our joy. What creation, what brings you joy? What can you celebrate so you could open your heart and just, because that is the most powerful resistance to the darkness. Darkness cannot reside when we are truly in our joy and celebrating our beauty, our uniqueness, who we are. Oh my goodness, I love that. And the pink dolphin, oh my gosh, that is, let's see, it says, the Amazon River dolphins, also known as the pink dolphin, because of its unique pinkish coloring, is an endangered marine mammal that lives in the fresh waters of the Amazon and the Orinoco river basins in South America. Deeply revered, it's the subject of many local myths and legends. In one, it's said that if you go swimming alone, the pink dolphins may transport you to the magical underwater city of Ancante. To be near dolphins is to experience a whole new level of play and joy. This is a card of welcoming more joy into your life, to opening your heart and mind to new experiences and prioritizing happiness and fun, to prioritizing play and taking time off from the monotony of our everyday lives. Play like a child without being attached to the outcome. How can you welcome more joy into your life? What can you do just for fun? What do you want to celebrate? This card is a wonderful one to receive and is always an invitation to stop being so serious. Come play and have more fun. When we play, we're able to release the pressures and stress that we're carrying and switch it off. Often when we do this, the two hemispheres of the brain make connections and solutions that we previously couldn't see come flowing in. So how can you welcome more joy into your life? This is just so perfect. And pink. I love it. Pink dolphin. Like my pink bowls. I think this really much speaks for itself. Through all the muck and the mire and all the that if we focus on and we step too much into it and stay there, to bring ourselves back, what brings you joy? And celebrate that, celebrate you. Be with those who, like-minded souls, your like-minded playmates, who invite you to play and explore beyond your comfort level, beyond your comfort zone. Explore and feel the joy. Let that nest expand from your heart and be the beacon of love, joy, acceptance, compassion as we create what is new, as we create from that flow. Because remember, if we get stuck in our mind or we get stuck out in this 3D world of division and all that, we're not going to find the solutions. We're not going to be the solution. It's when we can come into this place of unity, of oneness, of integration, of as above, so below. That is where the clarity, the neutral observer seeing from that higher perspective, that's where that is going to spark and come to life, and we'll know what step to take. And remember, this might be a week of not doing anything. Do not push, do not force. Just be present with what is, and let that what is be a place of joy, of love, of laughter. Find your gifts and give freely without judgment. Oh, beloveds, allow this to be an exciting time. Do not go into the fear and stay. Come back out and play. Play in the light, play in the joy, play in the love. But play. Be with your loving beings that are all around you. Explore. This is a beautiful time. This was a beautiful card. Thank you, Spirit Team, for bringing this to us. So, let me know how you're going to play. What brings you joy? What sparks your fun? The laughter, the little child inside. I hope this has been of some assistance. Again, I just wanted to check in, and remember to like, subscribe, to share as we grow our community. Our community, you are needed, and you in your most joyful, playful, beautiful-hearted self. Come back to you, because the world needs you. Mother Earth needs you. Your playful dolphins need you. All right. I will check back later. And meanwhile, let the joy move you forward in peace, love, and authenticity. Much love, my beloveds. I will talk with you soon. So be it. Namaste.